many kids, pornography turns from a casual interest to an addictive, obsessive course.
The largest sex and porn addiction clinic in the country says it is now treating more workers who watch up to 14 hours of porn a day.
My dirty little secret was that I was addicted to pornography for years.
5 steps to quit pornography. Number 1, a tip that I call environmental invasion. You have to design or redesign your environment to become conducive to Iman-driven activities, to productivity, to good work. When the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, migrated from Mecca to Medina, the first thing he did, because Medina at that time, yes, they embraced Islam, but they were not yet practicing any of the ritualistic prayers and so on and so forth. So the first thing to bring people to prayer was build a masjid. And that was the place where people would meet to study Islam and pray. Once you design a specific environment, immediately actions are born. So remember this, environments breed actions. When you go to school, what you do, the school is designed in a way that makes the students to learn and the teachers to teach and so on and so forth. So design your environment to suit that and eliminate, of course, anything that will drag you back to square one. Part of these environments are places that we often visit, people that we frequently meet. So sometimes people remind us of these activities, so filter them, whether online or on-site, by the way. Websites that you visit online is part of your environment. Clean that. That's why I call it environmental invasion. Filter all your invasion. Bring those blockers and softwares to prevent you, even if you want to, prevent you from accessing these images. So this is number 1, environmental invasion. Number 2, to have a proper structure, a system in life to live by, to govern your life. And that system, of course, based on the Qur'an and the Sunnah of the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, do's and don'ts. Places that you should never visit, because every time you go there, it's a trigger for you, whether shopping centers or any place for that matter. And that, again, I remind you, including places online, websites that you know might drag you back to square one. So have a structure. I always talk to brothers and sisters about this, and I ask them to write down a list of actions that they should do and execute right now that will bring them a step closer to sobriety, and actions that they should quit right now. Like what? Like leaving your cell phones out of the bedroom, all internet devices. Make policies, clear policies regarding internet usage, because these are the tools that always bring you to haram. Number 3, having a support system. People, genuine people in your life who you will confess to them your problem and ask them to help you. And here's something very important. There is a difference between boasting about your sin proudly, that's haram, walayadu billah, and seeking out help from others. So you're telling them what you're going through, but with the intention of actually getting rid of that sin. That's acceptable. In fact, that's rewardable by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, because you don't want to die in this, walayadu billah. So have good company in your life. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, said, Al-mar'u ala dini khalilih. A person will be inclined to follow the religion or the way of life of his friend. So be careful of who your friends are. Subhanallah al-Azim. That was 1,400 years ago, my brothers and sisters. Allah is encouraging us in the Qur'an to stick to those who worship Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala day and night. وَلَا تَعْدُ عَيْنَاكَ عَنْهُمْ. Don't let your eyes stray away from them. Subhanallah, look at the description and the importance of being amongst the righteous company. So instead of being all the time alone, and this is another tip on the side, never to be alone, never to be behind closed doors alone, but you have to be among circles that remind you of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Number 4, and this is something also very important for breaking free from porn addiction, and that is ignoring the pain associated with good actions. In one word, patience. Patience, sabr, I found it to be the most hateful word for some Muslims, because they said, brother, we've been patient for too long, enough is enough. Once you said that, you've never experienced patience, because patience is to wait a little bit longer than usual. Once you feel frustrated by waiting too long, you've never experienced patience, and patience is a key. So any good action requires effort, and any effort is annoying. Ask the athletes. Ask those in sports. They don't like really training much. They like the game. But they know that training is essential for them to play the game, so they swallow the pain and go through this effort in order for them to be fit for the game. Similarly, when you feel like you are, lacking the motivation to do what is right, this is your time to remember, ignore the pain associated with good actions. Always inform your accountability partner, inform your groups of people that you have formed as a circle of support of what you are going through, so that they can help you, inshallah ta'ala. Final point, inshallah ta'ala, is exercise. And I know this is another most hateful word for some people. I myself, I'm not that gym goer kind of person. But subhanAllah, I had a surgery, and after I had the surgery, I went to the doctor and I talked to him, and he said, you have to maintain exercise on a daily basis. I say, Doc, I came to you so I don't, go for the gym and lose weight and the like. So I don't like exercise. He say, how about swimming? And it hits me. I love swimming. I love being in the water. And I told him, is this considered to be like exercise? He said, yeah. Any mode of exercise, any movement will release those same hormones that are produced when you watch pornography. So the chances for you, if you maintain a healthy lifestyle with exercise, jogging around, jumping up and down, anything that produce those hormones, are very beneficial during the journey of recovery from porn addiction. So always maintain that. And of course, you have to ask your physician what is suitable for you. If you have any medical condition, it's always wise to go back to your doctors, inshallah. So these are the most beautiful experiences you can gain as a result of quitting pornography. Mental clarity and focus, sexual performance with your halal spouse, and of course, reconnecting with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala through this spiritual bond that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala intended for all of us.